Today on Attack of the Show, the real reason why people watch the Super Bowl is for the commercials, and we'll show you the best ones from last night's game. Plus, we'll form a video study group and publish our report. It's up to you to decide who's the YouTube star of the moment, and is the PS3 a failure? We'll discuss the highs and lows when we get in the loop. Now, with less fumbles, a live Attack of the Show starts right now.
What's going on here? Pick up on this. Attack.
Again. Oh, it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Can we start?
Yeah, we can.
All right. Guess who's sick today, by the way? Not me. Not me. Thank you.
If you guys remember on Friday's show, Kevin actually coughed and wiped on me. I'm sick.
I gave you a precious gift and no thank you.
I even
put a two-from tag on your keyboard after I licked it. And
That's disgusting,
no, hey,
Kevin.
thank you for the thoughtful gift.
Don't. You know, there's those people who they cough and they think it's funny, like, I'm so sick. It's not funny.
I think it's hilarious, actually. I think everybody else was like, oh, weak sauce.
Is it funny?
Welcome to Attack of the Show, everybody. TV's only source for all the outbreaks you care about.
Yeah.
February 5th.
You laughing,
I'm Kevin
Pereira?
I'm not giggling at all.
Exactly.
Hi, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, everyone. I'm Olivia
We got
Munn,
some
and
new
we are
interns
coming
today.
to you.
We're
Hey.
clapping for you. All right.
Yes, everyone. We are coming to you live from the G4 studios in LA, and of course, the topic that everyone is discussing is the Super Bowl.
Yes, I immediately went to the first newsstand that I could find, just randomly. Picked up something. I'm like, oh, let's check this out. Let's check out these Super Bowl headlines. What do we have here? Something about Super Bowl.
Oh, wait, there he is.
Oh, what is that?
That's Peyton Manning.
No, that's not. Wait, that's me.
Oh, it's you.
Front page with the Super Bowl, baby.
Right.
I know you got Playboy and Foam and 1,000 other things.
But you have the Contra Costa Times.
Contra Costa Times, baby. Woo!
Woohoo!
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on now. And wait. Oh, Fry's, by the way. Really good deal on an HD TV at Fry's, apparently.
Yeah, that's great deals.
You're also in there as well. A picture
There
of
I am.
us from our snow day stunt. And the big thing,
That's awesome.
apparently worth calling out, is the fact that I dropped out of
hilarious.
college.
How about
So it's like, hey, pictured above is a college dropout.
How about they focus on the good things in this article?
No, it's actually a very, this is a sweet article.
Your parents must have been so happy.
They were, but like in 2 years, when I have no job and I'm living with them again, my mom's gonna rub my nose in this article. Like the ink's gonna rub off on my nose. Attacks on the homeless, by the way. I thought it was about our show. It's actually just about the homeless people getting attacked.
Oh, great.
So not nearly as entertaining as
Tell
I
them
was
what you did at the
hoping for.
airport.
Huh?
Put it around everywhere so everyone.
Oh yeah, I left a couple copies willy-nilly.
So you bought a bunch and then just.
Let's just leave that out there. Circle
Don't
it.
pretend like you don't care about that. You love that.
Yeah, I have a couple framed already. It's fine. So the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The actual event itself, a bit of a snooze. I got to tell you. I thought it was. I thought the real story.
I really enjoyed it.
Did you really? The actual game?
Did. Yeah.
The kickoff was great. Everything else.
Yeah. There was a lot of fumbles back and forth.
I cared more about the high-def TVs.
True.
That's what everybody's talking about. The slashing of prices. My dad got a 73-inch. We even showed you, what TVs were the best to get, the best bang for your buck.
And what's awesome is that for all that HD money you spent, you got a game that rained the entire time. And you said your dad had 73-inch.
73 inches of crap is what we saw on Sunday because they couldn't get 3 interns to go and scrub down a camera lens.
I don't know why they weren't on that.
And it was like the cameras would steam up. It looked like soaking wet. It was like an old black and white classic film strip with Vaseline on the lens.
All
that
over
was the high-def image.
I know. I was watching the halftime show, and I thought Prince did a package flash, but it was just a little tiny droplet of water. Such a letdown.
Purple Rain?
Just drop right down there. Yeah.
He's good, though. Good guitar.
He was good. Thankfully, there is no need to wipe off our trusty monitor,
No, we stay inside, underneath the dome, when we go around the net.
I don't want to ruin your thing.
Thank you.
Hey, everyone. It's sad that usually
Hey,
the
everyone.
best... Hey.
Hey, everyone. We're like 10 minutes into the show.
Oh, yeah. I'm so sick. It's sad that usually the best material that SNL has to offer these days isn't, in fact, live. Their digital shorts are usually the most memorable skits, like A Blank in a Box, for instance.
That's right. Drew Barrymore hosted the show this weekend. She appeared in this bizarre spoof. Did you catch it? It was a weird parody of 80s workout videos. It's called Body Fusion. And even while I was watching it, I was like, is this funny or is it just creepy?
Yeah.
Take a look.
I'm Desiree, and this is Body Fusion. Just because it's low impact doesn't mean you won't get high results. Right, left, Someone has done this before.
It's sad that in the 80s,
What do you want from me?
this is porn for some teenagers. The series
Oh.
of tubes was just a pipe dream.
Well, no, it was still porn for me. Next up, we got a clip from last Friday's Jimmy Kimmel show. It shows something that we've all really dreamed of. Someone taking Andy Dick and dragging him off the air. And I recommend that Ivanka Trump, she probably should get like a hazmat shower after this bizarre touching incident from Mr. Dick.
You know what, baby? I need a sugar mama. You don't play up the glitter on your legs. Oh,
you know. Andy, don't, please. Don't, Andy. Please, don't. Donald Trump will kill both of us. All right, that's all.
Andy, you can't get everybody.
Yeah, there you have it.
That's nice.
DeVito's a better drunk.
Yeah, I like drunk celebrities. They're fun. Now, you know, with all the classiness displayed during the Trump-Rosie feud, we expect even more when Andy Dick and Donald just lock horns. Wouldn't that be awesome? But Ivanka wasn't even doing anything. She was just like,
Stop. I'll seriously have you killed. That's it for today, though, but more gems await you on our website at g4tv.com/aroundthenet, formerly known as the Daily Nut.
Yep, it's the same great videos you're used to. And while you're there, sign up for the Around the Net podcast.
All right, right now, though, it's time for the only news you need to know. Here's Layla Cayley with the feed headlines.
Thanks, guys. Here's what's coming up in the feed. First, compatibility issues have come up for Vista, and Apple has made some surprising statements. You'll find out what they had to say. Plus, 2 high-profile films based on DC Comics are losing their directors. We'll tell you why. And the new Paris Hilton website is no longer exposed. You'll find out what happened. It's all coming your way in the feed. But first, back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Layla. Let's check in with Zach Selwyn.
Hey!
Zach!
What's happening? You know, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
New guy.
You know, it's funny because you got this great write-up in the local paper. This is the Culver City Chronicle.
Oh, nice.
That just came out, and you can see right
can't really
there,
see
my
it.
band is playing a record release party on
Oh,
Friday at
look
the
at
Hotel Cafe. Really exciting.
Is that the
really
paid
at the bus.
personal?
It's hard to read.
Is that a paid personal
looks like a
space? or-
classified.
It was
Yeah, look-
$100 for 3 lines,
Really?
but it was worth it.
Money
Totally
well
worth
spent.
it.
Money well spent. So,
Yeah, thank you.
So, Zach, I gotta ask you, did you enjoy the Super Bowl as much as I did?
You know, I enjoyed some of it. The first half was a lot of fun, that Devin Hester run back. But, you know, much like the annoying fat chick who was sitting next to me, taking down all the guacamole and crunching in my ear, I kind of enjoyed a couple commercials.
Not
I think,
a
you
lot
know,
of them, though,
yeah,
right?
There's some sketchy ones. There were some funny ones, though. One of my favorites, which I want to show you right now, is quite possibly the one that hit home the most because it reminded me of some times I had in college. One night I was out drinking with Pereira. Basically, here are 2 dudes making out.
I think we just accidentally kissed.
Quick, do something manly. Hey, it was a Snickers bar. You know, I can understand. I understand why they did that. And speaking of Snickers bars, Kevin, Olivia, what do you got over there? Looks
Thanks, Zach.
tasty.
Really, Kevin?
Mm-hmm.
Get sick again, bro.
Oh, God, she's deceased! No, you're sick! Oh, God! Oh!
Okay, now you, Zach, go.
Oh, no. Oh.
It's delicious. You like that, baby?
I don't like it.
It got weird, sorry.
Let's hear from you in the Army of Monitor Heads. Here's Steve from Michigan.
Hey Kev, are all these early year PS3 game delays like Oblivion, Rainbow Six Vegas, and Heavenly Sword going to affect Sony in the long run, or are they going to be doing just fine by year's end?
Oh, this situation is not getting any better. He asked a question about the PS3,
Oh, yeah. Let's
Can we get a
you have
towel?
Snickers all over your
What?
mouth. Can we get it? Yeah, it's disgusting. All right, you know what? I'm going to be the professional here and answer the question. Ew.
What?
Okay, so the launch of the PS3, it was pretty bad. It was expensive and got really bad press. And on top of it, now there's all these delays.
There's a ton of delays. All right, here's the deal. I said that this is not good. I said this when the console launched. I said, you know what? We're not going to, this is bad. This is going to get clipped out somewhere. I said when the console launched, you know what? Screw it. It's coming down to this holiday. Let's move on. That's all that matters. Just set up the poll.
Now, you guys at home, the consumers, hold the final verdict on the PS3, and we want to know what you guys think with today's poll question. Will Kevin actually get hepatitis from me? Probably. No, I'm kidding. Is the PS3 a failure? Vote at our website, g4tv.com/AOTS, or text your vote to G4TXT. That's 44898 to vote and register for AOTS Live Newsletters. I like how...
I don't know no one with a paper towel. The cable network, and no one got a paper towel. It's great. There you go. This year, the Sundance film... Well, I guess stay with us. Plenty more after the break.
It's a pretty yellow shirt.
See.
You ruined it.
Chocolate on your shirt. Live Attack of the Show just starting. Goodbye.
Here's what's coming up on today's Attack of the Show. With sales dwindling and once exclusive games flying the coop, is the PS3 destined for failure? You'll only know if you're in the loop. They're working their way to Hollywood, and we're giving them a lift. It's the YouTube stars of the moment. Put on your dancing shoes. Adam and Morgan are stopping in to give us a first look at X-Play the Musical. All this and more when the attack comes back.
My family is amazed with what I've done, going to school and taking care of them. They always tell me how proud they are. My name is Mark Dong. I'm a senior engineering technician for a civil engineering consulting firm. I help the engineers with the graphics of their designs. I love my job because there's such good teamwork. When I went to China to get married, I made the decision to go back to school. I know that without my education, I wouldn't be where I am right now. The faculty and staff at ITT Tech were very helpful in my development. In fact, I still maintain contact with some of my instructors. I just love to watch my two boys grow up, and I want to give them the best that I can.
We are educators helping people build a foundation for the rest of their lives. ITT Technical Institute, education for the future. Call 1-800.
Important to me, so my job makes me feel good because I can provide for them. I bought my own house, and I enjoy doing all the small things homeowners get to do. Good things will come when you work hard and dedicate yourself. I'm proof of that.
We are educators helping people build a foundation for the rest of their lives. ITT Technical Institute, education for the future. To find out more, call 1-800-327-1172 or visit us on the web. Get an education that can help you reach your goals. ITT Tech has information on financial aid programs for those who qualify. Call 1-800-327-1172 to apply.
Eddie Murphy.
Run for your life!
Norbit, rated PG-13. Listen up, America. The Cheesy Bites Pizza is back.
It's back! Yeah!
There's never been a pizza more pullable, more poppable, or more irresistible. Get a large one topping now for just $11.99. Want more fun? Get America's favorite pizza, Pizza Hut.
So, where do you think this guy should move?
I'd say this way. And let's make sure that sound effect we used in the last level fits in here too.
This one?
Yeah.
You know, I'm so glad I got into game design. It's cool to be able to create the kind of games that we play.
I know what you mean. And the training at Collins College takes less time than most people might think.
Can you believe we get paid to do this?
For a complimentary DVD, call 888-823-0999. Operators are standing by. That's 888-823-0999. Call now.
What happens when you take 12 snowboarding animals and force them to work in the same hotel? The Block, Monday at 10, only on G4.
Welcome back to Attack of the Show. We are live and talking gaming. Before the break, we asked you, is the PS3 a failure? Well, according to you, 66% think that the PS3 is a failure of Zune-like proportions. Let's go on over to Kevin, who's ready to get to the bottom of this PS3 story.
Yes, the PS3 is under attack. No, wait. The PS3 is doomed. The PS3, flat out, is a failure. Now, these are words being spoken by gamers and industry experts alike, and now, late word last week is that the PlayStation 2, a 7-year-old console, is outselling the PlayStation 3 in Japan. I mean, is there any hope for Sony? Let's take a look. Only a few short months ago, the console war was at red alert.
as the once dominating Xbox 360 faced some serious competition from Sony's latest PlayStation. Late night crowds rioted, people actually got shot, and scalpers around the world hawked their systems on eBay in the hopes of putting their children through college. But once the holiday madness subsided, gamers discovered that the handful of titles available for the PS3 barely held up to titles for the Xbox 360. Stores, once unable to keep units on their shelves, found themselves unable to move their latest shipments, while gamers lamented the lack of games and the need to make the jump to Blu-ray. Is the PlayStation 3 doomed? And could such a monumental failure take down not only the Blu-ray format, but parent company Sony with it? Or does the PlayStation 3 really just need a year and one great game? This is living? No, this is The Loop. Joining us tonight from San Francisco, Dan Shu, editor-in-chief for Electronic Gaming Monthly. Their latest issue focuses on the problems Sony is having with the PlayStation 3. And all the way from Los Angeles, game editor for Geek Monthly, Paul Semmel. Gentlemen, welcome to The Loop. Dan, I'd like to start with you, sir, since your latest issue is all about this very issue. You talked with Jack Tretton, Sony's Computer Entertainment America's, he's the new president, the CEO. What did he have to say for himself and for the company?
Well, we're talking to a typical executive. He's going to say nice things. He's going to find good ways to spin everything from how many PlayStation 3s they're selling to the software. So he has nothing but good things to say. But we do put him to the test.
Sure.
We ask him about the games, about the low numbers.
But how can he actually defend this console? How can he come out there and what sort of spin can he put on the fact that it hasn't been selling as well as they were hoping and that the games really aren't that great?
Well, good question. His best response to me was, what you're buying into is the PlayStation brand. All the competitors, none have lasted longer than 5 years. And he's saying when you buy a PlayStation system, you're buying something that's going to be around for 7, 8, 9, 10 years. So, and that is true. Like PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 have shown that they have the legs to last a long time.
That is true. But Paul, do you think people bought the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 1 because of the brand name, or did they buy it because of the games and because of what the hardware had to offer for the price?
Well, I think some people bought it for the brand name because PlayStation has become the generic name for video games, just the way it used to be. I play Atari, I play Nintendo, now it's I play PlayStation. So I think there are some people who are, not hardcore gamers, mind you, who are a little more educated about this stuff, but if you're a mom and your kid's played PlayStation for the last couple of years and he wants the new one, you just go and get it for him. You don't look at the other brands and go, oh, well, that one's cheaper, I'll get that one for him.
I think that's a very valid point. I mean, it used to be, let's go play Atari, let's play Nintendo, but Paul, should Sony worry that in a few years' time it might be let's play Xbox or Wii and not let's play PlayStation, or is it too early to predict something like that?
Oh, I think they absolutely should be worried. I mean, I've seen sitcoms where they make jokes and the generic name they use is Xbox. It does happen. And they have to be mindful of what has happened. I hope they read the EGM article because I think that they need to know that they're in a world of hurt right now, and this next year is critical for them. If they don't make significant leaps forward, then it's really problematic. I mean, let's put it to you this way. We should have this discussion in a year, because after this coming holiday season, if they're still this far behind, then they're in trouble.
Yeah, well, Dan, now what do you think about that? Because it seemed like Sony, they're reluctant at best to admit that they might be in any bit of hurt, let alone a whole world of it. Do you think they're banking on Blu-ray and on the raw horsepower of the console to keep them going this year, or are we going to finally see some exclusives and some good games coming out?
I think Blu-ray is part of it. Horsepower is definitely part of it. But the thing is, they're not really delivering on everything they're promising. There aren't a lot of Blu-ray movies out there. And the horsepower, these games do not look like what they showed for Target Videos a couple years ago at our trade show, Electronic Entertainment Expo. So what they're really banking on now is just relying on the PlayStation brand. Like, you get this message very clear in the interview that we did. It's just, you know what, trust us. It's going to be okay a few years from now. So right now, there's nothing really strong about the PlayStation 3 brand, but Sony's really counting on long term, not just like Paul said, a year from now, not really right now.
Well, see, Dan, for me, I trusted them with the PS1 and the PS2 because they had exclusives. They had the Grand Theft Autos. For the RPG fans, they had the Square and Enix games completely locked down. They seem to be losing exclusives rather than adding them to their roster. Why is this happening with the name like PlayStation with a console?
Well, I think publishers are seeing, first of all, Microsoft's doing a lot better than anyone expected. And second of all, PlayStation 3 is not doing that well. So publishers have to make money. You know, the Rockstar people, Ubisoft, all these guys, they want to make exclusive deals sometimes if it's worth their money, if there's some incentive to do so. But if, you know, they're looking at PlayStation 3 with 1 million installed base, they look over and Xbox 360 has a 10 million installed base. Why would they lose out on that installed base? You know, all those potential customers. So in the end, those guys need to make money, and that's why you're going to see more games shifting over to the 360.
All right, now games are one thing, Paul, but you got to have a solid online system to really compete in this next generation of gaming. Everybody knows that. Microsoft has to say they have a solid system, really, they set the bar for this entire industry when it comes to online gaming on a console. Can Sony hope to catch up with their online network?
I think so. I mean, you know, they need to look at what Xbox Live does and sort of mirror that, which they've done a little bit, but they need to catch up because they're sort of Xbox Live like 9 months ago. But I think actually all they really need is one really great online game. They need a Halo 2. They need a Gears of War. If they find the game that really pushes it, I think it'll help a lot.
All right, so 1 year from now, Paul, in your mind, who is the leader in this console war?
Oh, I still think Xbox will be the leader. It only began because they have a year. I think the gap will be much, much smaller between the three of them. The Wii, to me, is actually more of a, I mean, I'm not sure what the word would be, but like it's almost a wild card. Like it could be an utter disaster still. It could be just a huge monster. But I think between Sony and Xbox, it'll be a much closer race, but Microsoft will still be ahead by a bit.
All right, Dan, final word from you. A year from now, is it all Xbox followed by the Wii, or is the PlayStation 3 going to overtake?
I think exactly what you just said. The Xbox 360 first, followed by the Wii. PlayStation 3 is going to need more than a year to catch up.
Wow. All right. That's interesting. I didn't know that we'd be at exactly this spot, but everybody seems to agree. Thank you, Dan and Paul. Appreciate you guys keeping us in the loop there. Look, there's no getting around the fact that the PlayStation 3 is in a lot of trouble. You know, we've all heard that the console war is a marathon and not a sprint. But at some point, doesn't Sony have to at least put on its cross trainers? I mean, there better be a great plan in the works because I'll tell you, Metal Gear Solid 4 alone is not going to save this system. And while we're at it, I want to be able to download games when I'm playing something else. And I kind of want a controller that vibrates. And what good is Blu-ray if I can't watch The Notebook? Seriously, I mean, you're laughing because romantic dramas don't belong in 1080p? I beg to differ. Until these problems get fixed and the PlayStation 3 has not one, but several killer apps for their system, it's still just an oversized panini press. I'm sorry. Let's go over to Zach, who thankfully is not a next-gen disappointment.
Thanks, Olivia. It's time again to... Sorry, buddy.
Welcome back to Attack of the Show. We are live on February 5th, and this show is full contact, unlike the Pro Bowl. It's the lamest game in sports. Right now, let's swing things over to my favorite guy, Mr. Zach Selwyn.
Thanks, girl. Robert Goulet, the man, the myth, the all-around legend. Now he's putting his dignity on the line like never before in a Super Bowl commercial. Here's another look at some of my favorite ads from the big game.
Around 3 p.m., when your blood sugar and energy are low, some say Robert Goulet appears and messes with your stuff. But the natural energy in just one handful of emerald nuts is enough to keep Robert Goulet away.
Why would you want to keep Goulet away? You want him by your side at all time. But nuts and Goulet, I'm telling you, what a combo. I got more of those coming up later. But now, let's go over to Kevin, who just signed a deal to be a spokesperson for Valtrex.
Thanks, Olivia. Yes, folks, in the rich tradition of Busby Berkeley, Fred Astaire, and Cop Rock, comes X-Play the Musical, the most expensive musical about video games ever filmed in the history of cinema and television. And joining us for a sneak peek are none other than the hosts of X-Play themselves, Morgan Webb and Adam Sessler. Welcome to the Attack of the Show.
Thanks.
A musical? Really?
So, okay.
About games or what?
4 or 5 years ago now, when we were in San Francisco at Tech TV, it was a pitch meeting, and someone throws out, we should do a musical episode. And everyone's like, terrible.
No, okay.
Terrible idea. Well, what's the other pitch, you know? And it's been sort of from Ding and the X-Play mentality for years now, and finally we said, you know what, we should do a musical.
It's marinated long enough, let's actually do this.
Yes, exactly. We're going to throw it on the grill.
It's turned to sounding from a bad idea to sounding like a slightly better idea.
Yeah, it's actually good. Because if you told me 3 years ago that we were going to do this, I'm like, I'm not going to watch that. But now I will watch it because it's good. And I know that because I was in it and I've seen it.
Well, and I know that Jonathan Mann from GameJew.com, he did all the music. The guy has tons of theater experience. So
he's really actually quite talented. I mean, I don't mean to sound surprised, but like really catchy songs with
Yeah,
like
no,
actual
really. I saw
instruments
these
being
sets
played.
and I saw the costumes and I heard the music and I heard you guys sing it, which is great. But I still didn't really piece together. Is there a story here? Because I saw it. You guys have been filming this for months.
Right.
And I got a glimpse at a time. What's the plot?
I don't want to give too much away. Let's say Morgan and I are tempted by an evildoer to make our own game, and that causes all sorts of mayhem and tomfoolery.
Ooh, shenanigans?
There are a couple of shenanigans.
Does hilarity ensue?
Dancing
Yes.
ensues mostly.
Yes, there's a lot of dancing and singing.
Did John do all the choreography as well, or did you guys come up with your own steps? Or?
Please. No, we got a choreographer.
Yeah. I know if you're putting Dance Dance Revolution to use here. I don't know what
Adam
you
and
guys
I actually don't dance in the
Yeah.
musical, and the viewers will thank us for that.
Okay. Well, you brought a clip. Do you have that? Is that
Yes.
on VHS, or do you have that with you? Or?
It's like beta or something like that, or it might be reel to reel.
I don't. Do we have? Okay, we're good. We have that.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Good,
so let's fire up the reel to reel. Here it is, folks. A clip from X Play the Musical.
A flash of leg. A taste of temptation. The smell of disappointment.
X-Play, read all about it!
Reviewing games was what they were good at. But when is reviewing just not enough? Adam wants fame. Morgan wants unicorns. The devil wants their souls. The television event of the millennium. Nominated for 13 Academy Awards. The singing, the dancing, the magic. Adam Sessler. Morgan Webb. This winter, prepare to be reviewed.
Wow, that in one shot there, I catch stormtroopers, the X-Play intern,
Yes.
umbrellas, and you guys.
There's even more in that shot you'll see. I think that like Drunk Link's in there.
He's
like,
hiding in there,
There's a lot
laying
in
on the
that
ground.
shot.
It's an extravaganza. Was there one particular like night of hell or one bad
that
shoot?
night.
That night, actually, we had to shoot at night because in the daytime, if you shoot it, the sun changes position.
Sure.
So if you do something in the morning, it's going to look different than if you do it in the evening. So you have to do it at night, and the set was too big to have inside. So, of course, it's December.
You're out in the back lot.
And we're out in the back lot. I'm wearing a T-shirt.
Yeah.
You know, there's a guy wearing a loincloth in there.
But totally worth it, right?
Totally
the end
worth it.
product
Totally
is gonna
worth
be
it.
fantastic.
Yes,
Best musical about video games ever?
Ever.
Ever.
Done. There you have
Better
it.
than Cats.
Thank you, Adam.
Of course,
and Morgan,
everything is.
for coming on. Folks, will the X-Play game be too much for our heroes to handle? Will Adam, Oklahoma Sessler wear pants? Will Morgan Webb, the Sid Charisse of platformers, will she make it out alive? Stay tuned to find out. The X-Play musical extravaganza is coming up right after Attack of the Show. For more information, check out g4tv.com/xplay.
Attack of the Show is just warming up like a bottle of hot sauce. Stay with us. We'll be back with much, much more.
It's all the new
faster internet.
Welcome back to Attack of the Show. We're basically like a strip club. You know, you can look all you want, but no touching.
We are live, and you know what? Do you want to play that Snickers game with an M&M?
Wait, are you sick? Because that's the only thing that really grosses me out.
Get in here, buddy.
Okay. I didn't know where we were going with that.
I'm sorry. It could have gone the other way.
Got caught in my sleeve, though.
You know what? We're willing to negotiate here if you visit our champagne room about being live. So just for a moment here, we asked your opinion. And Survivor Man, we all saw him earlier.
Yeah, Survivor Man.
YouTube star of the moment, people. He took home 76% of your votes. Meanwhile, the YouTube stalker came in second with 16%. And Smoking Contest finished in last place with only 8%. I love Survivor Man.
And to nominate our next three YouTube star finalists, all you have to do is go to g4tv.com/soundoff. Send us a little link. We'll watch it. If it's utter crap, it'll be on the screen.
Exactly.
We'll cut it. Sorry. Now, forget the game. The real star last night, of course, was the commercials.
Yes, and Doritos tried a different approach this year. They held a contest asking people to make their own commercials cheap. They aired the winning entry, and this spot was made for a reported $12 and change.
I don't buy it.
Viviamo nei lieti carici che la bellezza ne fiora e la...
I love that one.
That was actually one of the better Dorito ones, so I like that contest.
Made by you guys at home. I have to say, though, lies. There's no way that they only spent $12 on that. What a farce. Doritos, come on, man. Don't lie to us.
Hey, why do you sound so jealous, man?
I auditioned for that commercial, okay? And contract negotiations fell through. I can't afford a masseuse on a $12 budget. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Plus, you don't look nearly as good in heels.
Thank you.
We all know that.
Well, you know, and I couldn't fall on cue. I need a happy ending. Olivia, take over.
She's giving them out?
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Today we're bringing you some of the best news.
Let's do it.
Give it to me!